Never bet, never lost. Never lost. What is going on, crypto fam? Happy Thursday. Welcome back to Sin City Crypto Live. We are coming at you from our studios here in Sin City, Nevada. I am one of your co-hosts, David. Before we get into the content, quick disclaimer, we are not financial advisors, so please do your own research. Huge show today. We have our favorite guest on, Forrest from Crypto Stacker, is going to be joining us to talk about where is crypto headed next. So make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notifications. With that being said, allow me to send it over to my favorite co-host. Your favorite co-host, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we do what? We take the old, the sexy. Oh, no, I messed it up. The old, the stale, the sexy information.
You messed it up again.
I messed it up, man.
The old,
Too
the
much.
boring.
The old, the boring, and the stale information. We package it up in a fun and sexy way.
Yeah.
And then our logo is missing on the banner. Yeah, that's nice. So if it's your first time checking us out, do us a favor. Like the video. If you like the video. If you ain't subscribed yet, what the hell is wrong with you? And hit the notification bell as well. So that way you don't miss any of our content, like our deep dives, because here we don't just do the live streams. We also do the deep dives. But this is the live stream, so make sure you check out the deep dives.
Yes.
And then we got a really cool one. Celsius is almost done. Should be up. Probably put it up on Monday. Huh?
That video, guys.
We're not gonna post it on Friday, huh? Probably too
Wrong.
dangerous to post it on a Friday.
Yeah, we can post it on Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Either way, it's going to get posted. And this video is going to be our best one yet. You thought Quant was good. This one is straight fire.
Mhm.
gonna
You
be
know what else is fire? This heartburn I got when I woke up this morning. Had a panic. You know,
Panic.
boy. Yeah, I panicked, man.
I've been living with heartburn for 10 years. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, nah. Market's got a pullback. You know what? It's probably a healthy pullback. Just hopefully we can hold some key support levels. I think that old resistance level that was at 44.5.
Yeah.
I think it was.
We'll
that
see.
was the level that we had a hard time breaking and staying over. So my quick assumption, I'm not going to go too far into TA because we got a TA expert in the house.
That's right.
But just short-term memory tells me it's going to be support, right?
That's what
Yeah.
should happen, but we'll see what our TA
right.
expert says.
Yeah. So, anyways, don't freak out, everybody. Pullbacks in the market are healthy. You don't want to have a straight roller coaster climb because we know what happens when you get to the top. Now, we do want to give a quick shout out to the chat. We got Mayad up in here, first in the chat. So, congratulations for you for hanging out here in the chat first. You get nothing besides much love.
Air hug.
And David will give you air hugs. And then we have Malik in the house, Russell, Chef, also Sonfils. We have Olga, Mayad, Never Bet,
Never bet, never love.
Never Bet, Never Lost. And then we had yesterday's winner of Cool Cash, Sheik, up in here. And then,
Oliver.
my boy D-Fib up in here.
Oliver.
And Oliver. Oh, hey, Oliver, welcome back. And then we have Crypto Stackers in here, too. So
That's right.
That's right.
We have the link to Crypto Stackers Pro. Sign up if you're a TA person. If you want to know entry exit points, make sure you go sign up. Also, go follow Forrest on Twitter. And he also has a Crypto Stackers YouTube channel. Make sure you go follow that, too. Amazing, amazing content on there. Before we bring Forrest on, I want to go over something. Eddie, pull up my laptop. We've been talking about Terra Luna, Do Kwon,
Terra Muna, baby.
Terra Luna, buying Bitcoin to back its stablecoin. Well, our favorite, Mr. Peter Schiff, had something to say about it. He tweeted, Terra's plan to back a US dollar stablecoin with $10 billion worth of Bitcoin makes no sense. Neither does announcing a major purchase before it's made. A US dollar stablecoin requires dollar backing. This is just another attempt to pump more air into the Bitcoin bubble. To which Mr. Do Kwon responded, if I was capable of moving Bitcoin, it would not be fit as a reserve asset. Fortunately, Bitcoin is neutral. It cares not what I nor anyone else thinks, and it's mighty. Purchasing significant amounts of Bitcoin creates information asymmetry between insiders and everyone else. I am not buying Bitcoin. The reserve is for the communities of users that use UST, numbering in the millions. Everyone should know. So, Robin.
What's up?
Mr.
You know, the premise. So go back to his original tweet there.
Peter Schiff?
Yeah. So here he's saying a U.S. dollar, basically, a U.S. dollar requires dollar backing. So that right there, that ideology is wrong. And that's the reason we have the inflation we have, because the dollar needs to be backed by the dollar. Basically, if you print more dollars, then what happens to the dollar? You get what I'm saying? It's manipulated by politics. And in an era where you're bidding for a re-election, where you want your constituents and the voters to be on your side, you don't want to take a short-term loss when it comes to favoritism because you tank the economy. But you know what? Just as we said with Bitcoin, a pullback is healthy. So is with the economy. And, when there are things that happen in the world, when you go through a pandemic and you go through geopolitical issues and trade wars and with China, when things like this happen, there's things that happen on the back end. And you can't just as an economy just be like, well, hey, we can't go through a recession, so we're just going to print money and we're going to, do quantitative easing and hand out checks and all this. And well, you can actually, and that's what we did. And we see the effects of it through the price of rent, the price of houses, the price of gas, and so that's direct correlation to politics manipulating money. And so if you look at where the U.S. was in the 1970s when the dollar was backed by gold, inflation was nowhere near as rampant as it is now. Now, it's not a solve all having gold as, backing the dollar, for example, because you can still print more money. And if you only have so much gold, then, theoretically, you still have the same issues. But a lot more accountability there. And so that premise alone is being implemented in today's society. And you're starting to see when you go into market cap, when you go to one of these websites like CoinMarketCap and you see Bitcoin's dominance at 40%, now you're seeing a shift in the mentality. You're seeing that the altcoins are starting to back their own crypto with Bitcoin. And so now underneath the layers, you have 40% of the allocated crypto investment in Bitcoin, but the other 60% is now starting to invest in Bitcoin as well. So
what's the real number?
Yeah, well, right now Terra's really the only one I'm aware of that's heavily invested in Bitcoin. So anyways,
hold on my laptop real quick.
That's just my thoughts. there it is. Dude, there's been so many memes. Oh,
I love it.
There was one where Will Smith came up with a lightsaber. I think I was going to put it on the show, but the only problem was he cut off Chris Rock's head. Yeah. And I was like, that'll
get taken down real quick.
Yeah, too much violence here. But
there was a reply on here. I'm trying to find it. It was pretty funny.
It's crazy, man. Anybody that's anybody has to have an opinion on this. Have you noticed that? Like, If you are a celebrity,
it's the hot topic.
There's a microphone in your face. Like, what do you think about the slap? And I'm just like, the slap heard around the world, bro.
Literally, it was literally the slap held around the world.
Right.
Here we go. Here's a good one. Old man yells at Bitcoin. You know what? This is.
You know what? I actually like. We played a video of Peter Schiff last week. The man has really good insight in traditional finance.
It's not into crypto.
He's just he hasn't come around yet. And you know what? I think he will. I like his personality. I like who he is. He's a one of the OGs. You don't like him? No, honestly, like if you're looking for like good insight in the market and sure. he knows what he's talking about. But he hasn't opened his eyes, man. He hasn't had a chance to sit down and break down that Bitcoin white paper and start to see that the dominoes are falling.
You think he ever will?
We got nation states backing crypto. We got big companies. Every hedge fund in America is now offering crypto services of some kind, or at least playing with it. And Tesla, one of the largest companies in the world, is holding 1.5 billion. They did sell some of it, so I don't know exactly what they're holding, but
That's just what Tesla holds. And you got Elon
Yeah.
Musk and his personal
Yeah, and
holdings.
then you got Michael Saylor. We call Michael Saylor the mascot of Bitcoin. He is literally the mascot. Also, we got somebody new in the chat, Mentalect. Hola! Welcome, Sin City Crypto.
He said Bitcoin is centrally controlled by China.
That argument could have been made when they had a majority of the hash rate.
Those days are over.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, I doubt it.
Interesting. Twitter is always a fun place to look before we launch the show. Find some juicy stuff. All right. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into our very first segment of the show, TA Market Update, brought to you by none other than Forrest from Crypto Stackers. Let's roll it. All right, let's bring the man, Forrest. Welcome back to Sin City Crypto. We are excited to have you. How's your day going?
Going great, going great. Thanks for having me as usual. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. We actually have a really, really big announcement for our channel. Forrest will be joining us every Friday starting the 15th to do our market analysis TA segment for us, for you guys. So we're super excited about this collab. We definitely appreciate Forrest. Everything he does, he is an absolute guru in the space when it comes to TA, chart analysis, just crypto in general. So we're super excited for that. It's going to be great for our community. So yeah, without further ado, Forrest, we are going to hand over the channel to you. Do your thing, my friend.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to jump into a little picture-in-picture here, and hopefully you guys can see my screen okay as we zoom in.
Yep, we're good.
So Bitcoin with a little bit of a pullback here. That is okay, but this is why. This is why we always want to be careful with where we're buying. We want to be buying support and selling resistance. I repeatedly say this. This is like if I could hammer in one phrase into your head, buy support, sell resistance. If you are buying resistance, you are doing it wrong. If you are selling support, you are panic selling. So taking a look at Bitcoin here, we can very clearly see a little bit of a pullback, and this could be just the beginning of the pullback. I hate to say it, guys, and I'm not gonna sit here and be bearish because I'm not bearish. I am bullish, but what we have to do is prepare for multiple scenarios, right? We could see a sideways scenario, and this isn't rocket science, guys. I understand that you're like, oh, tell me where Bitcoin's going to go. The answer is nobody really knows with 100% certainty where Bitcoin's going to go next. I think, and my most likely scenario is that we find support on 46K, consolidate in this region a little bit between 46 and 52K, and then break out above it. That's what I think is going to happen next. However, it is completely realistic for us to move right back down into this region, the support region. You can see this uptrend. We have our two wicks down here creating an uptrend line, and we have the bulk of our price action following on this blue trend line. And I should actually make those different colors real quick so that you guys can keep track of which line I'm talking about and I can refer to them. So let's make this one yellow, and let's make this one red because it's a little bit deeper and wouldn't be great if we saw price go down there. Actually, I say it wouldn't be great, but we'd be waiting. We'd be waiting to buy down here because we know that this is a very solid risk to reward ratio place to buy crypto, buy Bitcoin. That's why I know a lot of people really are itching or have been itching on this latest move upwards to just FOMO in and buy crypto or to go long on crypto. And the reason that we don't want to be buying up in this range is because the risk to reward ratio is so bad. It's so bad because if we look at our next level of resistance, it's 52K. I'm going to show you in Crypto Stackers Pro how we know that it's 52K. If we just take our short levels, right? If we just take our short levels from our all-time high, what we're doing here is we're just estimating or we're isolating for the leveraged trading behavior in the market. So if I pop off the easy bands, you're going to see that price action for Bitcoin since we put our high in bounced in between the 2x and the 3x short levels and then came down to test our 1x short level. Once these levels are crossed, the reason they act as support is because they reduce it. That's the price at which the incentive, right, the risk of shorting on leverage is greatly diminished. And that causes us to reverse until we move back up to this 2x short level. And then the incentive to short comes back in. Well, we've recently moved up above 46K. So we know that the incentive to short has actually increased recently. We're coming back down and we're testing this level. And as we approach it from above, that incentive to short Bitcoin is actually decreasing. And if we throw on our long levels from our local low, we can see that at about $44,000, the incentive to buy on 4x long leverage is going to come back in. So I would expect some support here between 46 and 46K before we continue this trend upwards. So if Bitcoin drops to $44,000, I wouldn't panic. If it drops below $44,000, a trip down to 38, 39, 40K could be in the cards. But as I'll show you, that is a much better place to buy Bitcoin or any crypto for that matter than at these 46K levels that we're seeing right now. So we know that 51.7 to 52K is our resistance. As we just discussed, it's a big margin pressure level. So let's just get our risk to reward tool. So I switched off the Bitcoin chart there by accident. Let's get our risk to reward tool and let's just say our target was reasonably $51.7 thousand for where we think Bitcoin could go if we were to enter a trade. And if we were to enter the trade at the current price of 45.8, right, this little dip, a lot of people are like, buy the dip, buy the dip. Well, this isn't really a dip. This is just a minor little, if I measure this, we've pulled back 4.5%. Right? That's not a big enough dip to really warrant jumping in on. And we know that our risk scenario would be that Bitcoin returns to where the bulk of this price action and consolidation has been, right? So if we want to put in a stop loss or we want to identify our risk scenario, there's risk that Bitcoin comes back down to maybe $39,000. We actually have a big support level at $39,000. If we take our short levels off of this local high here, you're going to see a big support level at $39,000. And you can actually see we held resistance here on our initial bounce back. On our initial bounce back from our trip down to 33K, where we had our $34,500 margin pressure level, we got some resistance and some consolidation under 39K, right? So that is a big support level on the way back down. So we could absolutely see Bitcoin come back down to this level or potentially wick even lower. So we have to be prepared from our risk to reward standpoint of Bitcoin actually moving down to these 36 to 39K levels, right? It wouldn't be that out of the question. A lot of people thought Bitcoin was just going to rip through 46K and go right back up. Nope, this was the place that we sold at. This is where we wanted to sell because it was resistance. So now all of a sudden, if we look at our risk to reward ratio of buying Bitcoin right now, it's 0.65 to 1. Right? There's more risk than there is reward. Even if we go with a more mild risk scenario, it's 0.92 to 1. There's more risk than there is reward, right? However, what happens if Bitcoin drops down to $40,000? Well, we can still target reasonably 52K. That's where we had our previous resistance. That's where we've got our next line of resistance. But if we drop down to $40,000, all of a sudden, right, we'd want to keep our stop loss under this trend line here, under the bulk of the support here. And we could even drop our stop loss if we really wanted to, probably as low as $34,000 and still have a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, right? But if we just kept our stop right around here, we're getting a 3.23 to 1 risk to reward ratio on that trade. So while Bitcoin may continue here and while we are bullish, we don't want to force a bad or a risky trade by buying at $45,000 to $46,000, right? If we do, we have to make sure that we have a very nice and tidy stop loss in, right? So let's just say we do buy at $45,000 to $46,000 current market prices. Where would we need to put our stop loss in order to have a favorably good risk to reward ratio on this trade? Well, we're going to have to keep it just under $45,000. Maybe you keep it, and we know 43K for multiple reasons. If we just look off to the left, 43K has been a very 42 to 43K. It's been a very big support and resistance range historically. So this trade particularly is not very attractive to me because I would want my stop loss at least under 43K, and that barely gives us a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. In order to make this a solid trade from a risk to reward ratio standpoint, we're going to have to keep our stop loss fairly tight. And that's not the worst trade in the world. You are going to get stopped out much more frequently, in my opinion, than if you were to take the trade from the bounce down here. But again, we might not see that opportunity, right? However, we want to make sure we have stable coins ready to take advantage of this opportunity should it present itself. So what you don't want to do is go all in at 46K saying, hey, this looks like support, right? Let's buy it as support. And all of a sudden, Bitcoin decides to come back down to $39,000. You're wrecked on a trade and you have no stable coins left to buy the actual dip with, which this dip would be, if we measure it really quick, would be about 18 to 20%, which is a very nice solid dip to get in off of like, what is this, a 26% pump? So almost a full retracement back to our support levels, right? We want to be buying our big support levels and selling resistance more so than buying small support levels or even buying resistance. I also think that this chart is a really, really good time to demonstrate the fact that this is not or to kind of show you why we don't want to be buyers here. When we initially were breaking out, why would we not want to buy between 45 and 46K off of this big green volume candle, right? In fact, whatever we bought down here, accumulated or bought from short-term trading positions, meaning swing trades that we were wanting to buy down here, sell here, maybe buy this support level and sell here. Why was selling here the right decision, even in hindsight, despite the fact that we did go higher? Well, selling the resistance here was extremely smart, in my opinion, because when you have resistance that we've tested 3 times, chances are when you do break through it, you're just going to come right back down and test it again, right? I can show you countless examples of this happening. One big one was this downtrend line retest off of our macro correction back in May of 2021, right? So we spilled off from 64K all the way down to 28K, 29K. We accumulated down here. Why would we have wanted to sell here? Well, because we didn't know in real time whether or not we were going to break through and go on back up to $69,000. We wanted to take profits on what we bought down here and the trades, the long trades that we entered in down here, right? So we took profits, secured profits, and then we know that this downtrend line is very strong resistance. It's probably going to be very strong support in the future. So not only if you sold this, if you sold this downtrend line retest, right? While in hindsight, it looks like it was the wrong decision because we continued to go up to $53,000. And if you would have timed it perfectly, you could have sold for $53,000. In reality, we could have sold here, right? And bought back lower or even at the retest of this horizontal level. So we could have sold and then gotten back in at the same or cheaper price, loaded back up on a support level to ride it higher, right? So we want to be selling as resistance, right? As we approach from below, we want to be selling as resistance. And as we approach from above, we want to be buying the support. I hope that makes sense, right? Absolutely. So I know a lot of people are breakout traders, and that's fine. Just know that if you trade a breakout trading style, you're going to want to have to keep very tight stop losses, and you will have to deal with getting stopped out more frequently, right? In a very scenario like this, where if we'd have bought this breakout, right, we'd have been buying at $46,000. We might have been able to throw in a nice tight trailing stop loss, but we would have already gotten wicked or stopped out at a very small profit. And if you didn't put in a stop loss, you're even negative on your trade right now. So I hope that trading strategy makes sense a little bit. I do want to jump into Crypto Stackers Pro and show you guys a couple of levels to keep in mind for Ethereum. As we pull up the ETH chart, I want to just remind you where our accumulation levels are. We are well above the accumulation levels, but if we start to see this spill over, where would we want to be considering buying Ethereum aggressively? Well, right now at about $2,300. And I know the thought of $2,300 Ethereum seems borderline impossible right now, but markets can spill off very quickly. Sentiment can change at the drop of a hat. Over here, everybody was panicking. Nobody wanted to buy Ethereum when it was $2,300 to $2,400, and then sentiment changed, and now we're sitting at $3,300. We're up 33% from what we accumulated at down here multiple times. All right, so just keep those levels in mind. We are getting a little bit of resistance here at our 21-week simple moving average. This is expected. We want to panic here, right? We have resistance. Let me throw on some long levels to show you guys off of here, right? So off of our last local low, our wick down to $2,300, we're getting confluent resistance here at our 21-week simple moving average and our 3x long level of 34.53, right? So it would be bizarre. It'd be super weird if Ethereum just pumped straight through this. If it did, maybe it'd like make support on top of it and then run up to $4,600. But it would be very bizarre to not at least have a 5, 10, 15, even 20%. 20% pullback is not unhealthy for something like Ethereum or Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, right? So as far as trades go, like if you wanted to get a little short-term trade in, I think you could realistically start laddering in around $3,069, this support level. But just keep in mind that risk to reward ratio. The risk, if we start moving back down here, is you're probably going to have to keep your stop loss down here at around $2,400 or so, right? Where we saw all of this support come in. Well, if you buy at $3,000, that's $600 worth of risk. So when you have $600 worth of risk, you're going to want at least $1,200 to $1,800, 2 to 3x the reward of that, right? So can you realistically see Ethereum in the very short term pumping from $3,000 all the way up to $4,600 and retesting previous highs? Yes, but I wouldn't say it's extremely likely. I wouldn't say it's a slam dunk bet. We probably want to be looking for opportunities on Ethereum lower than this. Otherwise, we're going to want to bring our stop loss up. So this is why it's so important to take advantage of these accumulation levels when Ethereum does give us rock bottom prices and not be afraid of it going lower. Because if it goes lower and it's a good project, we're just going to accumulate more anyways, right? Rather than trying to get in on a little 5 to 10% dip that does have 30, 40% risk sitting underneath it. Right. So I hope that was helpful. If you want access to this platform, it's cryptostackers.pro, and we've got everything in here. Bitcoin, Ethereum, top 100 cryptocurrencies. We can expand to the top 100. And if it's not in the top 100, we can just type in the ticker symbol here and it'll pull up the chart. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and yeah, we'll kick it back over to the guys at Sin City Crypto.
All right, awesome. Hey, I do want to say that I woke up this morning and I had a push notification on my phone, and it was your tweet, and it was before the market really started moving downward. You were saying, what was the tweet? It was basically saying, watch out, markets are...
No, I think the tweet said Robin needs a new dance move.
Oh,
right?
Was that
Yeah,
it? No.
that was-
So, crypto correction incoming. How deep will it go? So what we did was we put the... We put your Twitter handle in our description. I think we also have the, you can throw it on the screen. There it is. So I don't mean to cut your face off there, but there it is. So basically, if you want up to the minute push notifications to tell you, hey, watch out, the market is moving aggressively.
Yeah.
Great insight there. And he's also nailed a lot of other calls just in the last few weeks. So
I got into, I remember Forrest tweeted about Phantom. And I hopped into Phantom, and I think I made like 35-40% on Phantom. So the platform is amazing. So definitely would recommend you guys checking it out. As far as, is there any trades you're eyeing, let's say in the next couple days, whether short or long, that you can maybe share with us?
No, I'm pretty much sitting in my long-term portfolio that I accumulated at those lower levels, right? So I know a lot of people didn't accumulate at those lower levels, and they're like, darn it, I want to get in now that crypto's starting to move up. And that's where we have to break the cycle. Sometimes you just have to miss out on the pump. And if this pump takes us all the way higher, just because it's moving up high, it doesn't mean the risk to reward ratio is there to actually buy. So actually, I did close quite a few trades when we started to see some corrective action that I had been quite profitable on. A couple X leverage, 3 to 5x leverage, 10x leverage on a couple. And those moves, those 30 to 40% moves actually turn into like 3x, 4x gains on each of those trades. So nothing I'm particularly eyeing. I actually took profits today on some pretty successful trades. And I just want to be as greedy as possible. I use the terms greedy and conservative synonymously, even though it's kind of confusing. Basically, I want to set my bids low. If 100%, here's a gold nugget for you guys that changed my trading mentality, right? Let's say you're eyeing Phantom. If 100% of your bids, your limit orders are getting filled, like you just have dead set that you're going to get some Phantom and you're going to ride it up, right? And you get filled on your order or you buy it at market prices, that's not a good thing. You don't want 100% of your bids to fill. You want to be setting your bids down to a level that crypto has to drop in order to fill your bids, and you have to be getting it at a cheap price, right? So I want to be buying crypto when it's cheap. So I will be laddering in some bids on solid cryptocurrencies, Phantom, Avalanche, Solana, Terra Luna, but they're going to be lower than what'll likely fill. I think we're pretty bullish right now, and I think the market's going to continue to go up, but I won't get suckered into buying at these elevated prices. I want cheap crypto, and occasionally we do get those crashes and we do get those bids filled, and it's much more likely to be profitable than unprofitable. So hope that makes sense.
Absolutely. And then one last thing before we let you go, we know you got a packed schedule. So this was part of our community poll. What do you see happening first? Do you see a $52,000 Bitcoin happening first, or a $40,000 to $42,000 Bitcoin happening first?
40 to 42,000. That's a fair range. Well, 40. That's tough. I mean, both of those are strong support and resistance levels. I could see Bitcoin ping-ponging and hitting both of them over the next couple weeks. $52,000 is going to be difficult to hit, in my opinion, because we do have resistance at 49 and we have resistance at 51.7, right? So because of that, and we've got such a bulk of the price data sitting there, price action between $39,000 and $43,000, I'm going to say I'm going to get a little bit bearish here, a little contrary. Even though my gut is telling me bullish, I'm going to get a little bit bearish because I want my bids to fill.
Fair enough.
All right, awesome.
It's called being greedy. Awesome. Well, Forrest, thank you so much again. We look forward to bringing you on. So we'll be in Miami next Friday. So the following Friday, I believe it's the 15th of April. We look forward to bringing you back on. So big thank you from us and our community here at Sin City Crypto. And have a great day. We'll see you next time.
Next time. Thank you.
Thanks.
Awesome. Beautiful.
All right.
That was amazing.
You know what I heard? Buy some Ethereum.
No, you heard green good, red bad.
Look, you leave my TA out of here, okay?
Yeah.
I got a heartbeat on what the people.
Yeah.
What the people want.
I don't know. Do you have a heartbeat?
No, I don't. No, I'm not the biggest NFT guy. I'm not the biggest like swing trader or whatnot. You know what? And my strategies work pretty well.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do the swing trading, if you're gonna do leverage trading, a lot of money to be made there. Proceed with caution. But myself, I like the dollar cost average. I like to look at those sexy projects. I like to just throw all my cash in there. Not financial advice. Slowly.
I like swing trading, man.
Kind of like a girlfriend, or a wife. Just slowly siphoning, paycheck. My girlfriend is Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm also married too, but
yeah,
I got my side
piece, Bitcoin.
Side piece, Bitcoin. How you doing? So, anyways, no, that was really good.
Yeah, that was amazing.
No, you see kind of where we're at on like even Ethereum. So you see that the markets are pulling back, but even with that said, Ethereum's a little overvalued for where you can possibly pick it up. So that's good insight. But me, I am really bullish on Ethereum. So if it does hit sub $3,000 level, I'm gonna be picking up some big. I'm gonna be picking up some Ethereum.
Same.
I'll probably just dollar cost average the whole way down. So I'll probably just be picking it up at 29, 27, and if what's Forrest saying with its TA comes to fruition, I'll buy it all the way down to 23. And that's with the ideology that with the Ethereum upgrade that's coming up next month, right? Or is it technically next month?
ETH upgrade?
Yeah, the June.
3 months. We're in April, bro.
April? No, well, it's
June, 2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah. Anyways.
Either
No,
way.
because it's April now, tomorrow.
Correct. Tomorrow's April Fool's. What's the best
2
April
months, huh?
Fool's trick anyone's ever played on you?
My mom got me one time, man. She was in the kitchen washing dishes, right? And then she's like, Robin. And I'm like, what's up? She was like, there's a horse in the backyard. And I was like, what? And I live in some regular, I do live in Virginia, but not in a part of Virginia that has horses. And I'm like, stop. And I run over and I'm like looking around. I'm like, and my mom just is over there dying. And she's just like, there's no horse in the backyard. April Fool's. And I'm like, my mom is not a comedian by any stretch of the imagination. So it really got me. And I was like, wow, that was good. That was good.
That's funny.
I looked in the backyard. It was not a horse. It was David. Going through my shed. He's like, yo, I need to borrow your leaf blower.
So we did hit, I think we got to 25 viewers. We did post the link to the giveaway is in our, is in the description of our live video. Robin also posted it and pinned it to the top of the comment section. So make sure you guys register because we will be giving away free crypto.
Yeah, it's so simple. You click the top of the link, you put your email in there, and that's it. And then
we only had 9 people out of what 21 yesterday did that.
And so, anyways, really simple. Quick way to earn $25 in Bitcoin. And if $25 is beneath you, if that's not a lot of money, just take it and donate it to Ukraine or to the truckers or one of the amazing charities around the world. The St. Jude is one of my one of the ones I traditional ones. If you're not familiar with St. Jude, they provide 100% free cancer treatment to children. They also house and board families as well, so they can so they'll fly their family out for the treatment. So really amazing, man. It touches my heart for that one. So yeah. So anyway, sign up, get that cash, and then after the hot take, we'll open up the club.
Yes. All right. Let's roll right into our very next segment, the Mucho Caliente Hot Take.
That's hot.
So you heard you heard me asking Forrest this, and this is our hot take. What will come first? A $52,000 Bitcoin or a $42,000 Bitcoin? Now, when we wrote this and we did the community poll, Bitcoin was at 47.5. Now, obviously, it's gone down since then. So we're gonna modify.
Are we gonna adjust it a little bit?
Yeah, we're gonna go
40-50.
We're gonna go between 40 to 42 and 51 to 52.
No.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna lower the bottom, you got to lower the top too.
That's what I'm saying.
So why don't you
40
just
to
do 40-50, bro?
40,
Keep it simple.
Okay.
Keep it simple. Damn.
40-50. Robin wins. What will come first for Bitcoin? 40,000 or 50,000? Robin, I will let you go first. I am a man of letting you go first.
So 40,000-50,000. I'm a man of the people. I am a man of the people, and my people need that cashola. And the people want that $50,000. But no, honestly, I do think $50,000 Bitcoin.
It's coming first.
I think we're gonna bounce off this 44.5 mark.
So you disagree with our TA expert?
He was saying probabilities, and he's leaning more towards testing that $42,000 mark. Now, myself, I think we're gonna bounce off 44.5. I think we're gonna still trade around, and I said this yesterday. I think we'll hit the 44.5. I think we're going to be bouncing around 47, 45 in that little area. A little bit more consolidation. We're going to have a big, nice run up to 50,000. And that's what I'm feeling. There's a lot of, just don't forget. I mean, what really kicked off this whole kind of bull run that we're on right now was the executive order. Remember that?
Yes.
We were already starting to trend upwards, but we were having problems breaking the $40,000 resistance range. lo and behold, old Biden came out and was like, yo, crypto is my jam. And so he was like, look, all the branches here, y'all need to start looking into this crypto thing. At least bare minimum, put in some kind of regulation. But it's here to stay. They also made a point to highlight how many Americans are invested in crypto, how big the crypto market cap was, and that they don't want to get left behind. And so I think with all of the branches, I mean, you have the well, first of all, you have the Treasury, you have the SEC, all the branches, lots of them. So one by one, there's going to be more bullish news to come out about which each branch of the government is doing to embrace crypto. And we're seeing it every day with the senators and politicians and congressmen, governors that are supporting crypto. And then even Congress people, yes. So even outside of the U.S. politics, I mean, you have an adoption or at least an embrace of crypto abroad as well. Brazil is making tons of strides towards the institutional adoption of Bitcoin. We've covered many articles where well, first of all, Brazil has a spot Bitcoin ETF already, an Ethereum spot ETF as well.
Amazing.
They are also Binance is like scooping up some big traditional companies over there to trade to help facilitate trades through their platform on their local exchange, like their Wall Street version. So really bullish on what's going on abroad. I mean, obviously you got El Salvador. There's buzz about Honduras also maybe going FOMOing into crypto fiat instead of fiat. So
before I give my take, Robin, would you welcome our newest community member?
Oh, you know, we had somebody earlier here. I don't know if I missed them.
Oh, mental metal.
No, it was before that.
Oh, Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron
Ahmed.
Cameron. About Cameron.
Call him Cam.
Hola! Welcome, Sin City Crypto.
And we have Berlin Music, because he's got that music little
I think
symbol.
Berlin was here before, right?
I don't think so.
Berlin, is it your first time watching the old Sin City? If it's not, let us know.
Yes. So I hate to do this, but I am in agreement with Robin.
Oh.
I think we will see a $50,000 Bitcoin first, but I think it's going to be a hard rejection, and then we're going to drop down to 40. Two big reasons. I'm going to keep it super simple. Michael Saylor, Terra Luna. If this thing gets under this $44,500 resistance level, you're going to have Saylor scooping up. You're going to have Do Kwon from Terra Luna scooping it up. The sentiment in crypto is turning bullish, has been bullish over the last week as Robin goes over the Fear and Greed Index every single day. So even though, and if you were watching the show, we told you we are going to retest this $44,500 mark, and that is literally what we're doing. That is what Forrest went over in his TA. But I think anything crossing under that, because it is such a key level, I think you're going to see buy orders come in. Michael Saylor, Terra Luna, and everyone else who's huge on crypto is going to buy in. There is a storm brewing for crypto, for Bitcoin, and it's a good storm. And anytime the people in that storm see an opportunity to buy, they're going to buy. So I'm thinking we see a 50K before we see a 40K Bitcoin. But once we hit that 50, I think we're coming back down to 40.
So if you're new here, which Berlin is not new, as I mentioned, you know, Berlin, I got a good I got memory like elephant. I think they got good memory, right? They got a lot of peanuts. It's high in potassium, also great for memory. But anyways, what I was saying is that if you're new here and you didn't already know, we do open up the club when we get to 21 viewers. And if you're not familiar with the club here in Vegas, we do a couple things right. One, it's a cryptocurrency show. Two, it's gambling. Three,
nightclubs.
And So when we reach 21 viewers, we keep the bar low here because we like easy barrier to entry here. We don't like to have those long lines that nobody can get into.
Pretty much just want to give you money.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyways, when we reach 21 viewers, we do open up the club. Without further ado, drop that banner, hit that studio cam, and let's get the vibes going. Let's roll.
Eddie, let's see your dance moves. No dance moves?
Dave got the worst dance moves, bro.
You have one move. Hat tucked down, side to side, and sometimes you throw the gun out there. The gun. Oh, man. You know, as we grow, and as YouTube starts paying us, we will be beefing up the club. We will be having some things you have never seen on the crypto channel. That is to come. We are going to be drawing for what time we want to draw, Robin?
We'll draw it at the end.
At the end. We will draw at the end. Make sure you're here. Make sure you click the link in the description. Click the link in the chat. You literally, like Robin said, name, email. You're in. That is the only way you're going to be.
We pinned it to the top of the chat. It's at the top of the chat. It's also in the description. So,
yes.
Anyway.
Let's see what the community voted for on the hot take. So, Eddie, pull up my laptop, please. The community is in favor of a $50,000 Bitcoin, as 86% of you think that Bitcoin will hit 50 to 52 first before we go back down. So, community, great job. Forrest, we love you. We're sorry we don't agree with you, but yeah. All right, let's move on to our most important segment of the day, our talking points, where we keep you up to date on everything happening in crypto. Let's go. Were you wondering, why was Solana pumping so hard? Well, I'm here to tell you why. Pull up my laptop. Solana surges as NFT trading rises 80% following OpenSea reveal. Scroll down here. Why is Solana pumping so hard? It could be due to rising demand for NFTs on the platform, spurred in large part by yesterday's news that leading NFT marketplace OpenSea will implement Solana NFTs come April. So not only will you be able to buy Ethereum NFTs, you'll also be able to buy Solana NFTs. This is huge for the Solana network, bad for the Ethereum network. Recent leaks have piled up even more, and Solana finally dropped an official teaser video yesterday. According to CryptoSlam, Solana NFT trading volume is up more than 80% over the past 24 hours compared to the previous 24-hour span.
Do we have the teaser video?
I think there's a link.
Is it that link on Twitter?
Yeah. Looks like they hired our graphic person to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, this is big for Solana.
That was kind of cool.
Not so good for Ethereum, in my opinion.
You know what? Competition is healthy. You know what? If you get complacent and you are the number one entity, and there's no competition, it stifles innovation.
Absolutely.
And so, good. I'm glad to see it. Obviously, the number one platform for acquiring NFTs is OpenSea, and OpenSea also offers a Polygon network as well.
And the Clayton network.
What is that one?
Clayton.
And then, so. Yeah.
Robin, will your first NFT be a Solana NFT or an Ethereum NFT? What, by the way, when are you going to buy your first NFT, bro? I am literally shocked that you still have not bought an NFT. What? Come on.
I'm waiting for the NFT bottom, bro. The bubble has
The bottom
popped.
is literally right now. We are at the bottom. What are you waiting for? Zero prices?
No. Let me tell you something here. Okay. Your boy here, he got a good sentiment on the people. Okay.
Stop with that,
so with the
bro.
people,
I'm telling
there's
you,
one person.
The market
There's
bottom
one
is
person
in.
I can read like a book. It's this guy right here. So when he is ready to exit the NFTs, when he's got his hands in his face, when he's got his face in his hands,
my hands have been in my
when he's
face.
literally at rock bottom, he's like, man, you know what? This NFT thing was a mistake. That's when
Never.
I'm getting in, bro. I'm
You will
going
never
all
hear
in,
those.
bro.
You will
I'm
never.
literally liquidating all of my alts, and I'm just pumping it in. And then because you haven't
That day will never come. That day will never come.
The bottoms, bro. You epically time the bottoms with your naturally billboard emotions that you put on your face. How you doing?
I would never. You will never hear those words come out of my mouth. NFTs was a mistake. Never. So I guess you'll be waiting. You'll be waiting. We do have a new person in the chat.
Leo's been here before. Borhan
Alfaro?
is too. Yeah. Yeah.
Borhan, I know. Leo. Okay.
All right.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah.
So Russell said, Robin, you did promise to buy your first NFT live.
Yeah, you know I will.
You say you're the man of the people.
I wanna.
You say you understand this.
I also got
Are
some
you a
really
man of your
good.
word?
I got some really good digital art myself.
Are you a
So
man of your word?
I'm thinking about perhaps,
No.
maybe minting my own
No,
NFT.
that does not count.
So
You have to spend money and buy an NFT.
yeah. Let
You should buy. You should buy a duck.
me see here. I'm not gonna buy a duck, man. You were all the running.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The shoe one. Actually, I think I'm gonna buy one. Eddie, you want to buy one? Yeah, we got some money in our account. All right, Eddie and I are gonna buy one. We do have a NFT account together. All right, let's move on. We're moving on to our next article. How the SEC proposal to change one definition could, quote, kill DeFi. Kill DeFi. Scrolling down here, a rule proposed this week from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission dealing with electronic trading of U.S. Treasury bonds. A suggested tweak to the definition of dealer tucked into a footnote could upend crypto's decentralized finance wing without ever referencing DeFi. The rule, as proposed, quote, would expand the definition of regulated dealers to include people who employ passive market-making strategies that have the effect of providing liquidity to others. The SEC will argue that all automated market maker liquidity providers are unregistered dealers. So even though this is not talking about DeFi, it is literally explaining what DeFi is. They will label them as unregistered dealers. That would be like saying all Bitcoin miners are virtual asset service providers. If enforced, it would kill the technology. And this is a quote. A more varied set of liquidity providers also benefits market resilience. When one type of liquidity provider is unwilling to step in, another may be able to fill the gap. A market in which all of the liquidity provision is concentrated in a handful of large dealers regulated on the traditional model, which the proposal seems to favor, may impair market liquidity without increasing market resilience. Pretty interesting take there from this lady that wrote that. So it's SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce. Robin, is this going to kill DeFi? Is this the DeFi kill?
Here's the thing. You can't kill DeFi because DeFi lives on the internet. DeFi isn't controlled by anybody, but there always was a couple players that have their hands in the pot. But generally speaking, a good DeFi protocol, we'll take Bitcoin as an example, nobody controls it. It lives on the internet, and if you block it here in this space, it's going to spill over just like you're trying to block free flowing water. You can put a sandbag up in the middle of the river, but it'll just go around it. So if you want exposure to DeFi and you have an internet connection, doesn't really matter what the SEC says. Doesn't really matter what the government says. So that's the beauty of DeFi. And so go ahead. Try to ban DeFi. Try to put it in a little box. Ain't gonna work.
It's not about banning. It would just completely change the dynamics.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
you know.
try putting some specific regulation on DeFi. You can't. I mean, all you can do is put at attention the exodus of money from your exchange here to DeFi. That would be the only source of regulation that you could do. And if you really wanted to, you can circumvent it. Enough chains out there. There's enough ways of going about it. I mean, you can't stop you from pulling your coins off of an exchange, right?
Right. Yeah.
And there's nothing stopping you from plugging your USB stick into your computer and depositing it into a DeFi platform.
True.
So you don't even need to send it straight there. And then you wanna play around DeFi, go ahead. You want to try to regulate it, go ahead and try.
Good luck.
Yeah. So now when it comes to institutions, then at that point the government, they can sit down, have a meeting, subpoena people, bring them into Congress, pass legislation, like all that's all done and fine. But yeah.
Robin, you want to welcome our new
Somebody
crypto
new,
fan
huh?
member?
Jubin. Hola! Welcome, Sin City Crypto.
Jubilee, what do you think?
Jubilee.
Jubilee. Very famous here in Vegas. Jubilee.
Famous in Vegas.
Yeah, Jubilee. The Bally's.
You go to Bally's?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not trying to throw shade on Bally's, but not the most pristine hotel.
Yeah, it's probably
in
one of the
comparison
worst
to
ones on
the
strip.
other nicer new ones. So you got this, like, here in Vegas, you have this mix. You have like brand new sparkly hotels, and then you got ones that were built in the early 90s. And in the 90s, it was this like theme hotel thing going on. Like everyone had to, your hotel had to have a theme. Like you have the New York, or you have the Excalibur, so that one just looks like a giant castle. And then you have the Luxor, that's the pyramid. But anyways, it was this big push to have a themed hotel for everything. Now we've moved away from that here in Vegas, and we now have sleek and modern. So now all you get is a bunch of glass windows, and then a very small, thin sign at the top. That's how the new hotels look. So, anyways,
They
yeah.
are building more stuff. There was news that there's a $3 billion arena coming right by my house. God, as if traffic isn't bad enough, man. So, all right, we have a video to show you guys. This is from the Galaxy Digital CEO, Mike Novogratz. He talks about Bitcoin on, I believe it was CNBC. So, Eddie, if you can pull up my laptop, sir. We are going to go ahead and play this video.
To say that Bitcoin bounced off 33,000 or 34,000 a couple of times since the war began, we've seen that happen. I'd hesitate to say that is that long-term support. Is that long-term support? What is long-term with Bitcoin?
Listen,
where are we right now?
Early in the year, I thought we would be 30,000, 50,000. But I also thought stocks would be a little softer than they are. And I think, maybe what I got wrong was with all this selling in fixed income, that money's got to go somewhere. We certainly see increased adoption in crypto. I mean, Janet Yellen pivoted and was much more friendly to crypto.
You heard that too, huh? Yeah.
Than she'd ever been. That's basically, politicians listening to their constituents and getting to the president. And so there was no magic there. There was, I'm getting calls from senator after senator. Hey, can you help educate? Can you help me figure this out? And so I think people have realized crypto is really popular, and I think you're going to see the Democrats take a softer stance. I mean, it was very interesting in that, presidential decree, there was no Elizabeth Warren or Gary Gensler voice in that thing. And they had been running kind of crypto policy until then. And so I think that's a positive. But mostly we're just seeing adoption. States saying they'll take taxes, countries, participating, sovereign wealth funds getting involved, pension funds getting involved. And so, we're still early in this adoption cycle. And so I'm much more optimistic than I was even 6-7 weeks ago.
And when do you expect a spot ETF? When do you expect some really clear regulatory action? When will a lot of that overhang be lifted? Do you think, are we within a year of that? Longer?
I think we're within a year. Listen, I think Gensler has come in and he really wants to regulate crypto. He's been doing it via enforcement. But at one point, he's an intellectually honest guy. At one point, you can't just keep postponing forever. The process with the SEC has been slow for companies trying to go through it, much slower than normal, but it has to have an end. And so I'm hoping within the year. I'm not wildly optimistic anything happens anytime soon. There's going to be congressional gridlock in terms of, Congress isn't going to give any one of the agencies a roadmap on who gets to regulate. And so I think we're kind of in this stasis position, but it does feel like things are moving in the right direction, albeit slowly.
All right. So less than a year, huh? Less than a year. Robin, do you think you agreeing with his timeline?
I've been saying it this whole damn time, man. Like, have you not paid attention to your co-host at all?
Nope.
Like, I've been
Maybe if you
saying
say you love me, maybe if you
Grayscale
say you love
later
me, I
this year, September, October, comes up for a review. It got pushed back, of course, like everything else did. However, did not get denied. There's been an open emails. What was it, emails? Or basically, they made an open forum. They're like, hey, look, people out there, do y'all want this thing? What are your thoughts? That's what the SEC said. And they got inundated with responses, and I think over 95% of them were all in favor of passing a Bitcoin ETF or spot ETF. So the writing is on the wall. And what better company to run the Bitcoin ETF than
Galaxy Digital,
than the company that owns the most Bitcoin in the world?
which is
Yeah, boy,
Michael Saylor.
Grayscale.
Michael Saylor.
Michael Saylor does not own the most
I'm
Bitcoin.
just kidding.
You tried to fact check me yesterday. It was funny because I said that yesterday.
I knew the answer.
No. The funny thing was,
Robin, if you
yesterday-
haven't noticed,
yesterday-
I will
let me tell you
sometimes
something here.
mess
Let me
with
tell
you.
Let me-
I'm
no.
starting to learn your buttons, right?
No, yeah.
Push this button, explosion.
No, there's.
Push this
I
button.
got a whole keyboard pointing your direction. You just slam them all, bro. You're just like, It's like
Like the
you push
piano,
all
you
the goddamn buttons, man. So,
Oh.
anyways, yeah. Yesterday I'm up in here. And, I mentioned Grayscale. You're like, no, I think Michael Strategy got llama face. And anyways, so then... so then...
Miami's going to be so much fun rooming up with you for 5
And
days.
so
It's gonna be
I
great.
see him, lo and behold, I see the camera on me. And I see this fool typing away on his keyboard. And I know damn well what he's
You
doing.
don't know
He's over there
shiza.
fact checking. And
You
then,
don't know
I
nothing.
hear the keys stop. And then he just looks forward. And I'm like...
There you
And
go.
I was
assuming
like,
again.
got him.
Robin, we know what happens when you assume. No. It's crazy to think how much Bitcoin MicroStrategy has. Grayscale has like 6 times that amount. It's insane. So, Sir Babe is here. Robin, I know. I have some bad news.
Did you say Sir Babe?
Yeah, that's what people call him in the chat. Gabe, Babe. This is really heartfelt, and I just felt like I had to share it. DFib said you broke up with him. Is this true? Are the rumors true? Is this
You
breaking?
know what? I've been trying to play Call of Duty with old D-Fib.
He said you keep saying you're too busy.
And he keeps rejecting my invites. You know?
Robin, DFib is our friend. Will you guys make up? I don't want to see him sad. Like
Back to the show.
Okay.
Where are we at?
that's all right. We're moving on. Ted Cruz introduces companion to Emmer's bill to exclude Fed retail CBDC issue. Texas Senator Ted Cruz introduced companion legislation into the...
One last thing, though, real quick. Put it on me. It's got something to say here. Okay. That's actually not bad. Today, your boy, Big Rob, will be on Around the Blockchain again. If you haven't seen us on...
This is breaking news, by the way. I didn't know that. Yeah? It's confirmed?
Yeah, they just messaged me.
My dude.
Well, we were in talks about it this morning. But if you're familiar with BitBoy Crypto's channel, they have a show called Around the Blockchain, and with Around the Blockchain, it's a competition. What's going on over
Trying to
there?
give hand gestures to Eddie. Like, give Robin the camera. Let's see his face.
Oh man. So, anyways, yeah, it's at was it 2 p.m. Eastern time?
2 p.m. Eastern time. Yep. No.
5
p.m. Eastern
5 p.m. Eastern time. So at 5 p.m. Eastern time, also known as
2.5 hours from now.
2 p.m. Vegas time, we'll be on the BitBoy Crypto Show. So if you're not familiar with how that one works, basically, if you type a 1 in the chat when your boy is speaking, he gets points. And if I win the damn thing, I can give a shout out to the community. So let's show the BitBoy community
Sin City fam, we
what
strong,
time it
baby.
is. And let's if you ain't doing nothing in 3 hours, was it 3 hours?
You know what?
2 hours?
2.5 hours.
2 hours. If
You
you
know
ain't
what?
doing nothing in 2.5 hours, show up and support your homie.
Do you guys know why I love when he goes on Around the Blockchain? Is because all his little sidetrack, his story time, his milk of magnesia, All that's gone. You just get straight intellect from this man's brain, which he's one of the smartest people I know when it comes to crypto.
Damn,
So that's what excites me the most.
No,
Also,
all I heard was I'm smart. That's
also, we got
literally all I heard.
we got a new crypto fan member. We got Tweety Bird from Sylvester and Tweet. What is this?
Sweetie.
Yeah.
Hola! Welcome, Sin City Crypto.
Tweety, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and put your bell notifications on. We have a lot of fun here at Sin City Crypto. Also, make sure you guys register for the giveaway. We'll be giving away free Bitcoin here in a second.
There's a link at the top of the chat. If it's not up there anymore, just check the description.
That's right. All right, back to the article.
$25 in Bitcoin.
Man, I'm feeling juicy today. I'm feeling juicy. You know what, Robin?
K-Bus.
Are we able to draw 2 names?
I think so. Yeah.
You want to do 25 to 2 people?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're giving away $25 to 2 people.
Let me make sure I can do that. But
Yes.
yeah, either way, we'll figure it out.
So we're feeling juicy today. I'm feeling juicy. And I'm a very spontaneous person. All right, let's move on. Back to the article.
We have 13 entries today.
There we go. 13. We got 20 people in here. Make sure you guys, you cannot win the money if you don't register on the link. So do it. So back to the article. Texas Senator Ted Cruz introduced companion legislation into the U.S. Senate on Wednesday for Minnesota Representative Tom Emmer's bill that prohibits the Federal Reserve from
Boom,
issuing.
I updated it. Two winners today.
Two winners.
There we go.
All right. Issuing. Damn it. All right, no more interruptions, okay? Let me get to this article.
Yo, there's a freaking horse in the back of the studio.
Get the hell out of here, bro. The people are here. They want to know what's going on. So this companion bill is reference to Minnesota Representative Tom Emmer's bill that prohibits the Fed from issuing a CBDC directly to individuals. According to the lawmaker, if the Fed does issue a CBDC directly to us, right here in the U.S., it could be used as a surveillance tool that Americans should never tolerate from their own government. Requiring users to open up an account at the Fed to access a U.S. CBDC would put the Fed on an insidious path akin to China's digital authoritarianism. Authoritarianism, that's a hard word for me. The paper found that the most suitable form of a U.S. CBDC would be intermediated. That is, the private sector would offer accounts or digital wallets to facilitate the management of CBDC holdings and payments. Here in America, we believe that we should not. What you doing? Why are you on my camera? Get the hell. This is my area, bro. Back up. So, threw me off topic. No. So this essentially says, if the U.S. Federal Reserve decides to directly give us the CBDCs here in America, they would have way too much control. They can control where you're able to spend that money. So what this bill that Senator Cruz essentially tagged on to Emmer's bill is, hey, let's get the private sector involved. Too much government overreach. If it's 100% completely controlled by the Fed, here in America, we try to limit government, the government's reach as much as we possibly can. So great legislation by Senator Ted Cruz. I'm super bullish on this. Robin, you got any thoughts you want to add?
I thought Ted Cruz was like,
no, he's a Bitcoin proponent, man. He's a pro-crypto guy.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, so
This is pro-crypto. It is essentially
I
saying,
heard CBDCs. My mind instantly CBDCs and regulation
So
and
no.
government issued.
so what they're essentially saying is, do not let the Fed directly issue CBDC
There you
to taxpayers,
There you go.
because then they'll have too much power.
Oh, okay. I see.
So let's
Issue 'em
bring
out
it-
to the banks and
yep.
thing like that.
Let's
or
bring in the
exchanges.
private sector. Let's have them custody that and issue the wallets and digital, whether that's digital or at a bank. So I 100% agree with that. You give the government too much power, you see what happens. So, Rami, you want to add anything else before we move on to the very next article?
No.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, no, we're good.
All right.
We Gucci.
The next article, $550 million worth of, quote, sleeping Bitcoins from 2014 on the move, Bitcoin possibly linked to the Cryptsy theft. A little background about this Cryptsy theft. This is directly from the U.S. Department of Justice website. This was in a charge against Cryptsy and the founder. The charges include tax evasion, wire fraud, money laundering, computer fraud, tampering with records, documents, and other objects, and destruction of records in a federal investigation. According to the indictment, Paul E. Vernon, which was the founder of Cryptsy, solicited and caused crypto investors to trust the safety of Cryptsy, an online crypto exchange company, for storing and trading their virtual currency. Vernon exercised control over the cryptocurrency deposited on the Cryptsy website, so super centralized. Between May 2013 and May 2015, Vernon used his control over the Cryptsy accounts, known as wallets, to steal over $1 million from the Cryptsy wallets. Once Vernon stole his customers' funds from the wallets, he deposited them into his personal crypto wallet and then transferred the same funds into his personal bank account. This man literally stole your money and put it in his own freaking account. So $540 million of that is on the move. So it's been dormant for about 8 years.
Is he on the move?
On the move to jail. This is what the man looks like. This is the image of a scumbag. Steal from the poor and give to yourself. Wasn't really a thing, but I guess it's a thing now.
No, the collar of his shirt is the color of Bitcoin. And it's also the color of an orange jumpsuit in prison.
That's right.
There it is,
I
baby.
was hoping you would go there. I was like, if he doesn't go there, I'm going there.
Okay.
The now defunct crypto exchange, which is led by Paul Vernon, lost millions of dollars worth at the end of 2015. 11,325 Bitcoin may have originated from Cryptsy, and that is what is on the move. So, where is it going? Is it going to go back to the people? Probably not. We might see something similar to what the BitConnect, was it Bitfinex or BitConnect, the hack? Bitfinex.
You know,
Either way.
so here's I got a story for you, man.
Go ahead.
You want to hear my story?
You like my banner, by the way? Sleeping Satoshis?
Sleeping Satoshi.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I got a little story time
Go ahead,
for you.
bro.
Ready?
Story time?
Story time.
Story time. Eddie, story time. That one kid, that one little girl, she's like, what the hell did I sign up for here? See that girl right there in the glasses? Right there? It's my kid.
My wife was like, you're putting your head on top of a woman, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
equal opportunity, baby. So, so anyways, not a big fan of crooks, and I've been burned many times. And when it comes to justice, it's bittersweet. You don't want to see it happen, but when somebody gets locked up, good. But I used to have this job. I worked in a grocery store and I bagged groceries, and we had a community refrigerator. And my mom made this traditional Portuguese dish, and I was so excited. I boxed it up and brought it to
What was
work.
the name of this dish?
It's called bacalhau.
Bacalhau.
Now that's a traditional salt cured
Like
cod.
baklava?
It's a codfish that they cure in salt, and then
Love
you
cod.
basically soak it in water. And,
What's your favorite
Purge
fish?
all this.
What's your favorite fish?
oh, definitely bacalhau.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's got like a nice good texture to it.
Yes.
But anyways, I brought it in and I kept it in the fridge. And then come my break, I go. You know where the story's going. I go to the fridge.
Yeah.
And I open it up, and it was gone, man.
Kelly, no more.
Somebody ate my damn my bacalhau, bro. So from that point forward, moving forward, man,
You've never.
I lived a life of honesty and integrity, and I would never defraud, steal from anybody, because the pain I felt when that bacalhau was gone scarred me, bro. It
The
scarred
worst-
me.
the
So when this guy here gets locked up for stealing all that Bitcoin,
Did you ever find out who stole your baklava?
I did not, man. And if I would have went around smelling people's breath, I could have caught that fish smell.
If it was on the blockchain, you would be able to trace it back, but it wasn't on the blockchain. So.
Anyways, really salty about that, just like the codfish as well. So
Yes.
there you go. So
I think that'll do it for our talking points today. We still have one more segment to go before we give away the free Bitcoin. So make sure you guys click the link and register. All right, let's get into our market analysis. All right, so a little different market analysis than we typically do. Because we had Forrest on here, already did TA for us. We're not going to do TA again. So with that being said, DFib, I know I said I do TA on Anchor today. I promise tomorrow I will do, first thing I do when I do market analysis, I will do TA on Anchor for you, my friend. That is a promise. So we're going to send it over to Robin. We're going to do more of a market overview. We're going to talk about what's going on in the market today. Robin, take it away.
All right. So taking a look at the old Bitcoin here at the top, we did go all the way down to, I think it was 45.4. I think it was the lowest
at that level.
So
The level. And we bounced
44.5.
off,
44.5 is
We
bit.
bounced off, guys.
No,
Good news.
No, we didn't hit 44.5. We hit 45.5. And then we bounced off of there. So either way, 40.
Yes.
That's where we're at. I still think we're gonna go down by the end of the afternoon. My assumption would be that we're gonna be grazing, just like llamas do in the grass. We're gonna be grazing the 44.5, and David just flicked me off.
F off.
So anyway, I do think we got a little bit more downside in coming up, but if not, we did hit resistance here at 45.5. Maybe we'll just get back to the gains. So taking a quick look at where the stock market is, NASDAQ is down. Stock markets are down. So as we normally reference here, the stock markets generally tend to push or lean the crypto market in a certain direction. So we are a little down for the day there. Take a look at this. Look at this. Here's Biden. I'm not going to click on this article. But Sleepy Joe, he says U.S. to release 1 million barrels of oil per day.
Through for like 2 days.
Yeah, I wonder how many barrels of oil does the U.S. use?
That's good for 2 days, bro.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing: they're gonna release 1 billion barrels of oil per day. So every day they release. So maybe this will ease up the what is it? Well, I think we're sitting at about $4.50 per
I
gallon.
wish, bro. Add $1 to that. I just pumped gas for $5.59. That is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Sound like George Bush Jr. over
Speaking
here.
of oil, so the price of oil is sitting at $100. We're at the key support level for oil is $100. Will we cross underneath that? What's up, David?
The U.S. on average 19.78 million barrels of oil a day. So 1 million a day. Well, I mean, that's
cute.
Literally nothing.
That's cute. You know, you filled up the trucks in Washington State.
Yeah, Robin, will you welcome real quick? Will you welcome my friend Hassan to the channel, please?
Hassan. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Taking a look at the fear and greed index, we were sitting at a nice 52, a couple points down from yesterday. This is going to refresh in 5 hours, so my guess is that with the market pullback, we're probably going to go down into the 40s. Yeah, so that's where that's at. And then let's take a quick look at some what else is moving here.
Phantom was when you go back, look at Phantom. Phantom's been pumping. Markets are down. Phantom is up. It was great.
So I found this cool little virus protection.
You are protected.
Oh, why are you scanning? Oh, uh-oh.
Take his laptop out.
And my computer broke. No. So I did find hold on a second.
This was pretty cool. Where did you find this, by the way?
I saw it on. Oh, there it is. So, this is a cool little chart. I saw it on DaVinci. So the guy's channel that we played the video for yesterday.
Yeah, Eddie, take Robin. Yeah, there you go.
So you know what? If we put the 1 second.
Eddie, you come in here, bro. You're already breaking stuff, man. All right, Mr. Hulk over here. But this essentially, right?
We got our favorite bubble of all here, though. Our producer cam. Put that bubble up there. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah,
bubbles on bubbles.
Look at that. Look at that. That's
some white ass teeth, bro.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Pearlies. All right. So, anyways, so this one here, it's basically like the This is like CoinMarketCap, but it puts it instead of in number form, it puts it in bubbles in comparison to each other. So the smallest bubbles are the ones that have the least gain. So taking a look at the day. So what is going on today? So basically,
Where's Phantom?
these are the ones that are positive. You got Tron is up 5%. You got GMT up 15%. And then we got, what is this? LN? Waves is still up. Theta Fuel. So anyways, there's a lot of, there's only a couple projects, but a lot of red here. But taking a look at the week, we're still looking really green for the week. Only a couple projects down. Axie Infinity down here.
Is that Filecoin, Robin? I wonder who took Filecoin and blockchain parlay this week.
Look at this Zilliqa bubble right here. And then also taking a look at the month, this GMT is up. So we are going to do some in-depth research. We were talking to Forrest before the channel. He's like, "Yo, what's up, man? You want
the Stephen Curry.
That's this one right here, right?
Stephen Curry, yeah.
Yeah. So with this one, what is the I'm going to pull up the chart real quick. So
it's number 73.
So this is step in. So the from what Forrest was telling us, and we're gonna look into this. But this project sounds kind of cool from the onset, just from what he was saying. Basically, you get a sneaker NFT, and if you would hold the NFT in your phone, I guess it is, and then it tracks your movement. So if you go out running and walking, jogging, things like that, it adds value to your NFT.
And not only that, but it pays you in the GMT coin.
Yeah, so you earn GMT, so it incentivizes you to get up out of your damn house.
And on top of that, the more rare NFT you hold, the more rare NFT sneaker you hold, the more coin you get.
My question is if you are a llama and you got 4 feet, do you get twice as much?
Did you see what happened at the Oscars? Did you see what happened at the Oscars? Yeah, you want a replay of that in person?
So, anyways, we'll take a look at that. But this project has been straight mooning, or just straight bubbling, if you wanna go by that. We looked at this yearly. Look at this SHIB. So 1 year to date, the growth of SHIB here. So nice little 55,000% rise here in this one.
That is
so
ridiculous.
In 12 months' time. Look at that. So, and then taking a quick look. So Ethereum sitting at 3,200. In my opinion, still a great buy. I just like buying solid projects, and I just dollar cost average in. So if you're looking for better entry points, I do believe the market's going to pull back some more, but always a good time to buy Ethereum unless it's like overly extended, and it's not overly extended right now. Could there be better times? Probably, but Solana definitely a little extended at the moment. $120. XRP, what a great buy, man. You know what? 80 cents right now.
What was a better buy? 70 cents.
So just keep in mind, keep this as perspective. In 2021, XRP and also Cardano were pretty neck and neck with price. So Cardano was sitting around $1 for a while. So was XRP, and then XRP would be up above. Anyways, just know that the price were pretty similar for a while, at around $1. And so now you got Cardano sitting at $1.16, XRP sitting at 80 cents. You don't need to be a mathematician here. If you know what I mean. Just think about it. Great time to buy. Obviously, you're probably not going to get any big pumps from XRP until you get the lawsuit settled with the SEC. But when that day comes, it'll be well worth the wait. So, still a great buy there. And Avalanche under $100. And let's see. We already looked at the bubbles, but IOST up 25%. Just cracked the top 100. I don't know what that. You know what that project is?
No.
Oh. Well, anyways, that is all I got. I think we're gonna wrap this. We're gonna wrap up this turkey and get
Put it in the oven. Bake it.
Put it in the oven.
Inject it with some fluids.
That's right.
Eat it. You guys ready? We ready to pick some winners?
Oh yeah, that's
We
right.
are giving away some Bitcoin. We are picking 2 winners today.
I was ready to sign off, and then I realized
we got to give away money.
Yeah.
Since we opened up the club, we are picking 2 winners today.
Draw winners. Here we go.
How
So
many entries we got, by the way, Rob?
14.
14? Thought I saw 16.
You know, we were. Hold on.
Anyways,
Let me refresh this because it says 14 on here. Let me refresh it just to make sure we're all up to date.
Rob,
Oh no, 16. You're right. So
we
16.
got one more. You know what? We have a new Rob. Real quick, we have a new person that just joined. Let's give him a minute to enter. Fahad, welcome to Sin City Crypto. Rob,
Fahad. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
Fahad, you have 1 minute. Click the link in the chat or go to our description. Enter our giveaway. We're about to draw for $25 in Bitcoin.
So don't forget, come support Sin City Crypto. Come be in attendance. Be active in the chat at the BitBoys Around the Blockchain show. Exactly 2 hours and 2 minutes from now. So we'll be excited to see you there. I'll be excited. I have the chat open, so I'll see you guys over there repping. So come show up and have your fists raised high.
That's right.
And
We fisting, baby.
inappropriate. Anyways, also for our outro, if you haven't been here, if you weren't here yesterday, we're trying to support our local artists here in Vegas. So we're starting off with a little music. Hopefully we'll find some local NFT artists here in Vegas, and we'll start showcasing their artwork.
Why don't we play it now as we do the drawing?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll the outro. There we go. Is it not playing the music? Hit it again.
Hit the music.
Is it muted?
One more time.
On the soundbar.
You see me do the Britney Spears? Hit that button one more time. All right, let's do the drawing. Let's do it.
Okay, we'll do the drawing, and then
Who will be the winner of two winners? $25 in Bitcoin. Also, while Robin is doing the drawing, give us some time. We need some time to prepare for the Around the Blockchain. So if you don't get it in 30 minutes, please, we haven't forgotten about you. It will come your way. You can ask anyone in the community. We are people of our words. We will pay you. Sometimes it might take a little longer, but either way, it will be in your wallet. Who we got, Rob?
you know, so I wonder why this isn't a. So 3 people's names
Are the same?
didn't go through for some reason.
Do you have their email?
Yeah, but I can't shuffle it back in. I wonder if I can bypass it. Oh, make valid. Oh, okay, there we go. Cool. Because I know all 3 of them. All right, make valid. There we go.
Who we got?
So going back to, let me see here. So winners, I should be able to do it now. Oh yeah, there we go. At a 17. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to draw these people here. Let's see who wins.
Can we show the laptop?
No, because it shows people's emails.
Got it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. We have a repeat winner here.
Again?
Yeah. So Mayad, congratulations, winner of another.
This
cool
is
25.
rigged.
Mayad is straight making cash. These dollar cost averaging out of our show. And then Rocco also won as well. So
Awesome. Congratulations.
cool. All right. Well, either way, we'll email you guys. And then put on David, sign us out here. I'm going to see if I can't get the music working.
All right, guys. On behalf of myself, on behalf of Robin, on behalf of Eddie, and everyone at our production studio here at Sin City, we want to thank you guys. Thank you for supporting. To all the new members who joined our community as Eddie is dying over there coughing on his own spit, we want to thank you guys. We're excited to bring in new community members as we grow. Keep in mind, we love you. So bring friends over. We have a good time. We keep you up to date on the latest crypto information. Make sure you guys Around the Blockchain, BitBoy Crypto, Sin City will be on there today. Make sure you come out, support the channel, support our friend Big Rob. We look forward to seeing you guys there. We're signing off. Enjoy the music by Runnin' Rebel. Link is in the bio. We love you guys. We'll see you in 2 hours. Peace.
Man, it's a good show, man. Good show, right? How you feel about a show, Eddie?
Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Smoking on the island, say she wanna ride with me. Took her on a flight, said all her bags from Italy. I sent her with a friend, they shopping there religiously. Whoa, whoa, yeah. She say she love me, but that's when she rockin' Prada bag. Said she ready for the next, I won't not so fast. Slow down, slow down, slow down, girl, don't you crash. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Cause we can mess up that pretty face, but we can fuck up that pretty lady. Tryna kiss up, I'm in your place. Man, this shit so crazy. Never thought I'd be doing shit like this again. Put that effort in, girl, then I repay you. Crash that thing out the park, now I feel like Babe Ruth, baby. This shit I can't do, baby. No, I can't move, baby. Nothing I can't prove, baby. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Question marks along your brain, wonder if you should try again. Look at me inside your braces. Can't focus when we face to face. Plenty things I could go say. Name a place I go and pay at. Said she won't know, boo. Been around the world, plenty things I can show you. Taking places.